Is that even skill? Like, is that skill or luck? I can't. Someone let me know. Today in DayZ, I had the idea to go solo on one of the most sweaty servers I know. And I guess I learned pretty quickly that running as a solo on this server was hard. But still, I managed to have that strike of luck that put me right up there at the level of these clans. This journey would be far from easy, but luckily I had the experience and the idea to back it up. So let me take you along with the journey and show you how I did it. I unfortunately missed wipe day, but it really didn't matter because I was ready to get in and get going. I spawned in and did my normal looting, and honestly I would say that I got a pretty decent start. The boxes that spawn on the server are really convenient, but you have to be able to find them. I collected some small valuables that I found scattered around in houses and honestly anywhere I could get my hands on them. And I found this little trader location, traded all of my valuables that I could find, and I decided to get right out of there. It was night, and that's where the story truly began. This is where I have to think about a strategy because I'm trying to, of course, get inland, but I'm versing some of these sweats. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and walk past all these things. Maybe I'll try and loot some more towns, but I'm gonna walk past all these small militaries and I'm gonna go straight for the big leagues. It could be a waste of time if I die, but if I don't, it's gonna be like massive for a start. Okay, never mind. I take back what I said a few minutes ago. Look at this. Now, you can use a stepladder on the server to boost yourself up. And I see 2 crates there. I see a bench there. And I see an attempt to lock this barn. So, they definitely messed up. Question is if I can get a ladder fast enough to get in here before they come back and find out I'm doing this. Because I've got a load of base building stuff. I've got the screwdriver. Oh! Hell fucking yeah. Okay, I'm sorry about that language, guys, but after a mere... How long has it been? I'd say a perpetual cycle of at least 30 minutes of me looting this ridiculous town. I found a box of nails. I've been carrying the planks with me the entire time. Okay, I've got too many. We don't need those matches. So hypothetically, right? Stepladder kit. We might need to make 2 step ladders. But we're gonna send it. We're gonna send it in. We have extra nails now too, so we could fix those gaps. So I could not only raid it, but also take it over. I'm gonna actually get a second step ladder here. Look at that. These boxes, we don't forget them. We have got a gun rack, and of course the wipe is yesterday, so these guys can't be insanely stacked. But honestly, they're... Oh, it's locked. They added a feature to lock the workbench. I didn't know that. Oh, that's a bummer. I can't take that stuff. Okay, well, I can still take these 2 boxes, the gun crate, the code lock, and nails, and whatever is in those military crates. Is there some way to raid that? Can't raid that with a screwdriver, can I? I mean, a few vests would not be bad. 2 lockers. What else is in this? I mean, right, I couldn't expect a lot of loot for the first 8 hours of wipe, so, or 16 hours, however. Oh, wait, I take that back. What's that? Lockpick I see over there. Gunpowder. 5 gunpowder. Ammo. I mean, we'll take it for sure. Another free code lock. This is definitely enough to set up a base. I can't build here, unfortunately, but we'll take all the stuff. Those sellables are going to add up as well. Look at those. Okay, I'm going to have to double back this out. Take all those planks so I have stuff to build. Lockpick to raid a vehicle. I mean, I'm happy with this, guys. This is a wonderful start. A really wonderful start. We'll take it. With the fortunate blessing that the neighbors managed to give to me, I was able to get my base up pretty quickly. I mean, I only had to get a flagpole, put it down, and basically use their planks, their nails, and mostly their materials to build up a door and a wall, and I was already going. I mean, 1 hour into the wipe, 1 hour into the run, we've already got this. I mean, sign me up. Sign me up. Look at it. Like, it's just beautiful. Like, I don't know what else to call it. It's just beautiful. Honestly, guys, we've taken majority of their storage now. I think this is going to be as much as I milk these guys. I feel like it's quite bad in general that they messed that up, but I'll happily take that. I mean, especially starting out as a solo, I think this is a great start. There's someone outside my base right now. With all these barter items that I managed to collect from the neighbors and of course from looting, I thought that it would be a good idea to buy the hacking device that I would need to raid this last little workbench, because their crates were already full of valuable loot and they locked up that bench probably with a good reason. So buying the hacking tablet would be the most logical thing to do. And what would you do? Of course, I made my way over to the high tier trader to go and buy that hacking device. That was a rather successful run, not only because we managed to get the hacking device, but also I encountered no one yet. My plan is very straightforward: raid the workbench with the raid device, and I mean, I hope it's possible, I'm assuming it is. Huh? He's there. He's right there. That's crazy, I'm stashing. I'm stashing. Sleeping bag! Oh! Okay, I'm taking that. That is maybe the freest loot I'm gonna get on this server ever. Pouches on that as well. Oh! More code locks, sheet metal, planks, boxes of... Oh my god. My guy. That... Okay. Thank you, man. Thank you for that. There's some nice keys. I mean, there better not be a third guy, because I am absolutely relentlessly looting here without checking. This is the third guy. I've lost this fight. Wow. Base building. Oh my... Oh, more nails. I mean, what a blessing. That's perfect, bro. That's perfect. I had an incredible amount of loot after 2 hours of my wipe, but I had to build some doors, with the idea that of course the more doors I have, the less chance that I'm gonna get counter-raided, because these guys were actively playing. They had new loot, new gear, and maybe they even took stuff out of that workbench for me. Whatever they did, they had a bunch of loot, a sleeping bag, and a really convenient start for me. So would these guys come back and raid me? I mean, it wouldn't be too hard for them to find this barn that's literally located 150 meters outside their base that's been, well, raided twice essentially. So, I think they're coming back. I mean, I came back at the perfect timing when they had all the shit to build on them. Like, there's a orange Air Force barricade. Like, I don't even know how good that actually is, but I mean, we're gonna have to go and check it out. It sounds good. Ladies and gentlemen, it is currently for me day 2 of the solo experience on the most sweaty server. I haven't really been able to get a crazy amount done. Our door on the front hasn't been blown off, which is great news. I'm gonna load these boxes real quick after I put my backpack away. Oh, I actually have one here. Now, obviously, we need a lot more nails because we're doing quite well loot-wise. We've got 12 nails left though, and I have loads of code locks. As you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4 code locks that I don't have, that I haven't put on doors. And I was thinking for the base design that I will go from the front and lead people, like obviously with a tunnel system, up to here, and then potentially around here. Because why? We can actually have so many window peaks from different angles over there, and I think that that's going to be a great experience when defending on my base, because those peaks are going to make the difference when there is a toxic 3-man pulling up to my base. So we're going to go and send that over. For the time being though, I am going to go quickly depot this, and we're going to have to make a plan on what I'm going to do first, because we have the keychains here, but I'm going to have to sort these keys out and figure out which keys I should run. I did unfortunately lose my hacking tablet because I stashed it and I forgot to pick it up, and then there was a guy camping outside my base, and yeah. So that's a bit unfortunate. But in general, we are doing relatively good here. Oh wow, they have not given up at all. Maybe we can get in using the step ladder, but I don't think those gaps are enough to get through, so I don't think I'm gonna waste my time trying. But these guys are not giving up in the slightest. To get some more nails, I had the great idea to go to the big city of Varovsky, and hopefully in this big city I would be able to find the nails. Many sheds, many opportunities. On the way I encountered some people fighting in the airfield, but I decided to leave it be, as it was full teams or full trios to say the least. And this city, man, this city is huge. In the beginning of looting, I already managed to get lucky with a box of nails looting the stadium, and I also managed to bring one of the step ladders, and therefore right now I had the idea to try and keep going into people's bases, because free loot is free loot. So I checked every single shed, every corner, every house, and anything that could have the opportunity to spawn nails. I feel like I had a decent time in looting, but getting 2 boxes of nails from the get-go was a really good start, and I decided to stash it for the time being, as I wanted to check out this base that might be wrongly built. But of course, those 2 boxes of nails are so big, I don't want to lose them just off trying something. I mean, who built this? Like, who built this? It's a, oh my god.
What, can you actually through it?
Well, yeah, you could say, mate. You could say. We're taking those nails. They put an extra door, but failed to add a door wall to the frame, so they left it as a frame. Like, come on, guys. Code lock, key, battery, more planks. So they have the planks and the nails, but decided just to leave it raidable. Like, I don't know why.
Door's in town, bro.
Don't tell me there's more loot. They put a gate over the door. Is it tent here, tent here? Don't tell me this is their loot room. Okay, no, it's not. No, it's not. Nade. I mean, pretty basic stuff. We'll take it, though. We'll take it. We'll take it. Free loot's free loot. I'm gonna skip the part where I farm all the logs and of course find the nails to be able to build these walls up. But of course I had these nails from before, and with the chopped planks I was now able to build up an extra door. I of course realized that there was a limit to how many doors I could build, but every extra door for now was better. It was good because if anyone decided to rage raid me because they were pissed off at me, it wasn't gonna work. I also constructed a legal system on this server where I was able to put a sloped window to the point where if you look down at people, you can shoot at their feet. And if they want to shoot back at you, the only way they can do that is by crouching and putting themselves in a very vulnerable position. Now, I might not be the first to do this, but I've never seen this before in anyone else's space, so I thought this was going to be a very good addition. And since so many servers have these rules where they don't allow you to build anything else except for unobstructed windows, this is basically the only thing you can do to basically get advantage peaks.
Yeah.
You stood back here and you're just shooting at their feet.
And then one person
obviously, like,
as well.
Yeah. So if you're stood there, right? I just want to test something. Stand there, crouch as far back as possible. Look at my feet. You can't see me over here, right?
No.
Can't see me over here. Can you see me over here?
Yeah. See feet.
If I stand over here, you can see me.
See feet. Yeah. Leave town, bro. Leave town. Leave town.
Right, so that's great. That's great. So we do that like that. And of course, I don't think they can raid through this peak, but this is a very convenient peak for this neighboring house, because we can aim right at their front door from inside the base. And as for the blueprints right now, that's supposed to be like a nade catcher. So if you can stand here, chuck a nade through, and basically if you hit it in the exact corner, or if you throw it in the middle, the nade will always fall to the bottom. So if you have a wall you can hide behind, or you just stand back, there's nothing they can do if a nade drops on their head. I don't know what happened. When I loaded in on day 3, everything, my whole perspective, my whole adventure would take a turn. I collected all my keys for the Varovsky town, as I had keys for the south, east, west, wherever it was in the town, I had the key for it. I took all of them together with the hopes of opening them up one by one. But this may have been a little bit too ambitious. Because I did it, I went over to the city and started looking for this keycard. And that's when I jumped a random wall and there was a dude sat there. Like, what? Like, huh? No noise, nothing. He's just a dude there. Whatever. I moved in again with the idea that I would go back. But this time with an orange key. I went back and I tried to buy an ATV with the idea that I could drive all the way down the map. Which, in practice, did actually work. I did unfortunately get shot at a couple of times, but hey. Luckily, even with crashes included, I was able to make it over there alive and well, with an orange key in my hand and a lot more to come. And alongside, like any sane person, I decided to park my car, or ATV I should say, in a decent spot. At this point I had so many useless yellow, green and blue keys that I decided to trade them in at the key trader, which was also close. But of course everything was stashed anyway, so there was no worry about losing it. The key trader here, and the key trader is actually one of the things that I don't really know how easy it is to get the guns that you want to get. I'm guessing there are no red keys we can get closer Krylski, Veska, so there's no real convenient red keys for our base. And we're next to Air Force Base. So we're gonna open the orange and the red key. Probably sequentially. I don't think there's a point at buying them or opening them up at the same time, because I'll probably die, but we'll open one by one. That's too much though. Okay, but I'm happy with that though. I'm happy with a red key and a chance at getting a good gun. We have made it. We've got the orange key and the red key. Half moon shaped and prison building airfield. Now I'm assuming that the prison building is going to make a lot of noise. The red one is probably going to make a lot of noise. So getting in and getting out. But I think maybe orange is the same. I've looked around for a few minutes. I don't see anyone at all. No noise, no nothing, no people. So I'm gonna open it. Gonna immediately loot it and run. It is so incredibly safe to say that my plan was not solid. I mean, first of all, these dudes must have been pretty close, which is unlucky because I was in there for like 20 seconds. And even if I did manage to kill number 1, I wouldn't have killed number 2 or number 3. So honestly, this was just game. I should have maybe waited with that key until it was like morning and lower pop, but you have to take risks sometimes. And unfortunately, yeah, this one was not in my favor. I guess this one stuck particularly because it had so much value on my body, and so far I've been doing really well. I mean, except for the guy on the wall, which of course there's no control over that. It is what it is. I had to restart. I had to get myself back in the game. Which I did. I looted everything. I spent like an hour plus looting towns and houses. And then this happened. I mean, like, I knew it. I knew there was someone. I stayed optimistic. I grabbed loot from around my base. And apparently there had been a big fight in town. And also, you've seen it, base campers. Come on, bro. I don't miss a shot. How is this guy... I need gear. I need better gear. I don't miss a single shot. I get one tapped by an AR. At this point, I made a decision to abandon the idea. Going as a solo would have worked, but it takes a lot of time. And unfortunately, I don't have that time on my hands at the moment. I do have some friends though. They might not be insane at DayZ, but they'll be able to help me out in these fights. And that changed everything. So I got them online. We decided to get geared up together from the coast, and I made sure that we all had a gear set and a gun to shoot. This would be vital to continue, and honestly, immediately it was going smoothly. We looted the entire airfield that was close to us, when unfortunately the loot in this airfield wasn't the greatest, as this airfield was at the level of our base. It was all good though, because we all needed gear to get started anyway, and I didn't have enough good guns laying around for us to just take it all from the base. Get some better gear, we moved on to the clear military using the big bridge. I'm surprised I kept running into people on the coast and kept getting freshly killed, but finding people far inland actually looting to get serious gear, there was no one. On the bright side though, that meant that all those hidden stashes, all barracks, all loot crates were all for us. And that was really convenient as we needed this gear. And these hidden stashes most of the time contained a gunpowder or another valuable item that we could use, and I realized that this should have been the play earlier on. Once everything was looted, we had no other choice but to move on inland towards the bunker trail or another location, which we decided to do collectively.
Rit. Ja, ik sta front open. Jullie moeten wat doen.
Ik ben aan het rennen, maar ik ben hem aan het zoeken.
Zag hem.
Hij is soms in mijn Bram.
Ik zie hem nog steeds niet.
Hij is full geared al.
Blijf beten, mate, blijf beten. Ik moet nog één shot horen van hem.
105 hij renner. Ja, 110. Probeer dat te flanken. Er ligt een body daar. Hij was in die trees daar, letterlijk op mijn ping.
Ik zag hem. Ik kan moeilijk pingen, man. Dichterbij. Ik kan moeilijk pingen. Hij zit tussen mij en Mees in. Kan niet pingen. Hij zit tussen mij en Mees in. Die ping is... Ja, die kan niet goed pingen. Close.
Bij mij! Heb ik hem? Ja, ik heb hem.
Ander mannetje nog. Waar is die tweede? Waar schoot jij op?
Ja, op hem om. Kijken of hij dood was.
Oh, oké. Ja, wel een tweede.
Ah, ik begin het ouwe. Ik heb geen IFAC.
Dat is van South, man. Dat is van South.
Ik heb geen IFAC. Ja, ik ga dood.
Oh, ren de trees. Ren richting North.
Ik kan niet rennen, ik ben limping.
Hij komt op ping. Hij komt vanaf die richting.
Ja.
Hij is dichterbij. Southwest. Ga aan de boom staan. Als gezien rond ping. Ja, ping. Twee mannetjes. Eentje dood.
Goed.
Nog eentje op jou, mis. Ik ben recht achter ben ik.
Hij is... Dood.
Nice. Deze is full dead. Ik ben gehit.
Ik heb heel weinig damage gepakt.
Dead.
Hem?
Dead, ja. Bitch, jongen. Derde body geloot.
Ja.
Die man die dus kop eigenlijk had, heb ik geloot.
Zo'n flash, het is gewoon runbacks met...
Dood. Holy runback.
Nou, die moet er gewoon weg, bro.
Guns. I realized very quickly that these guys were getting back so fast. And one of the two guys was actually a run back from the first kill, meaning he'd run back here within a minute. With the loading in time of your base, this guy must have lived at least within 1,000 meters of this location, if not closer. But at the end of the day, we managed to get a big stack of loot and we decided to transport it all back to base, because at this point, I noticed already how much easier it is to have that little backup around you. I also went ahead and did the mandatory base upgrades, adding a window at the back. It would be much more convenient if we had 1-2 ways to get out of the base, but also a back entrance is never bad in general, because you're just making it more secure and giving yourself more options to defend your base if you're getting base camped, for example. I also spent my extra time trying to get the next airlock built, but unfortunately that costed a little bit more nails than I thought it would take, so unfortunately that's gonna have to go back until the next box of nails, but not bad in general, not bad. And don't worry guys, I definitely didn't forget about the last time, so I decided to add a second window and a second airlock for the window as well, to make sure that people weren't going to be able to get into there, because leaving one door open, we've had experiences enough. Also, some of the Verovsky keys were opened earlier that day for some extra nails, but unfortunately most of the loot inside of there was just trash or barely decent, so we didn't really get any nails extra from that. That would have been nice, but those keys are not on my side. And what honestly bugged me the most about that run is that I did a perfect stepladder boost through a window that I know is boostable, but for some reason it just wouldn't let me through the window. Because I've been through this window before, it just wouldn't let me. Like, I tried for half an hour, it wouldn't let me in. And these guys were stacked with their window open, no bars. Honestly, would have been free. When we loaded in on day 5, there was an airdrop coming to our town. The first time that I'd seen such opportunity, and we decided to take it. So funny enough, we are actually able to see a lot from inside our base. It's not allowed to camp the airdrop from base, but we can obviously look from base. So that might be useful here. But I think the airdrop's gonna drop like right in the middle of our town, so we'll be ready regardless.
Man op mij, man op mij. Man op mij.
Hey, waar bro?
Ik hoor hem op mij rennen. Hij stampt op mij.
Is je in de hospital?
Zie helemaal niemand.
Ja.
Ja, hij loopt naar het huis, in het huis.
In dat huis?
Nou, hij zegt een zweep, maar hij loopt op straat, midden op straat. Je moet even komen, man. Hij push.
Kom. Kalm.
2 keer. Dood.
Nice.
Zijn er nog meer, man?
Ja, dat ze uit die base komen, man. Hij kwam daar vandaan.
Ik heb ze AR nodig, man. Ik heb geen AR.
Hier, sorry. Now the airdrops on the server take quite a long time to get down, so we simply just had to wait until this one came down to claim the basically free loot. I mean, unless a fully stacked trio was gonna pull up with Juggernaut vests, which is not out of the equation.
Gewoon looten, bro. Ik kan toch respannen. Ik heb een angle ook op je body, joh. We gaan gewoon die body camp.
Like face armor plate. I mean, I'll be honest with you guys here. This airdrop was basically dog shit because we didn't have the weed set up, so we couldn't really farm that. We didn't have the device. So this airdrop was of no use to us at the moment. But regardless, it was basically a free airdrop, and the free airdrop would come in use if we had the wheat growing stuff. So I collected all of the barter items that we had acquired over the last few days, and I piled them up in 2 backpacks. In the end, it turned out to be 3 backpacks because we had so many, and going to the high tier trader was the only challenge. This time I didn't have to go alone either, which was great. It all worked out perfectly, and we even moved over to the airfield with gear, and honestly, we now had gear to lose. I wanted to implement this drug growing system because I had heard from other people on the server that you can get a lot of money growing it. And now I don't know if this clan that was suddenly in town when we came back from the airfield was too late for the airdrop, or what their entire plan was, but there was a stacked team in our town roaming around, and I don't know why. Hey, mannetje in town, mannetje in town, mannetje in town. Geert, voor het groene huis, voor het groene huis.
Kut AR is dit.
Dood.
Jezus, wat een ballen ding.
Achter me, nog eentje.
Hij had een...
Nog eentje. 2 mannetjes.
Nee.
Ik ben dood. Tapt. 2 mannetjes, full geared.
Ik ben ook dood.
Arre.
2 mannetjes lopen in het midden van de rood. Eentje dood.
Die shot, nice.
Eentje dood. Pup, in de pub.
Laatste in de pub?
Laatst in de pub, ja, we hebben laatst gezien. Hij kan move natuurlijk, hè.
Ja.
Ik heb geen AR, ik heb alleen de sniper. Pas op, we kunnen ook, als hij in de pub zit, moet even verder in
Ja, in die pub volgens mij, bro.
Probeer die pub te holden, man.
Volgens mij zit hij boven, hè. Heeft deze man een grenade?
Heb je alleen nodig?
Ik heb een grenade, wacht. Oh!
Op de heuvel. Ik ga naar mijn body toe proberen te gaan. Hadden we geloot?
Ik heb hem binnen, en thuis, grenade. Oké.
In deze building hier, bij mij.
Nou, dat weten wij niet.
Daar is ook mensen, dat is een 3-3 man, als je die hit ben je dood.
Hij zit er niet. Waar de f is die man? Hij zit er niet.
Die man in 3-line.
Ping.
Gehit op pink. Hij zit in greenhouse, hij zit naast mij in de greenhouse. Greenhouse op mij.
Ik ben gehit, ik ben echt heel low.
Hij is in greenhouse, bro, greenhouse.
Oké.
Man op de hill is echt tier 3 keer. Man op de hill is tier 3
Moet
keer.
moet je heals hebben, Bram? Ik heb heals.
Ja, ik ben natuurlijk. Ik heb eigenlijk even...
Die greenhouse, hè, we kunnen die deur gewoon campen, die man kan er niet uit.
Nou ja, ik ga hierheen, bro. Ik ga wel een afstandje zitten.
Ik heb ook niet echt de ruimte. Ik heb geen ruimte om wat te carryen. Wacht jij langs, Bram?
Op mij! Heel veel git. Hij is heel veel git.
Waar was hij net?
Ja, hij is echt heel laag. Ja, hij loopt op mij.
Dood.
Nice.
Pas op voor sniper.
Hiernaast, ergens.
In greenhouse.
Ja. Heb ik een eet?
Ja.
Dus dan moet je snel komen. Ik rot die stairs. Nee, hier, op mij. In die groene, in het groene huis. In het groene huis hier boven mij. Je moet een grenade door het raam naar binnen gooien, heb je hem gekillt.
Ik ga...
Hier, welke raam?
Pas op voor snipers op de hill, man. Pas op voor snipers op de hill.
Ja, maar die kunnen dit niet zien als het goed is. Weet.
Kut, ik heb de granaat gemist.
Oh, bro.
Ik heb de vielen, man.
Je kan dit echt, deze man zo free killen. Ah, ik ben geschoten. Oh, pas op. Ah, ik ga opblazen. Nee. Oké, ik heb mezelf net gesaved. Holy shit.
Laat open field loopt hij, man.
Hij zit nog steeds in die groene building hiernaast jullie. Helemaal bovenaan zit hij er nog steeds in.
Die third party
gebouw, dus
gaat
pas op dat je
full
niet-
pushen.
Pas op dat je niet via het raam wordt geschoten van dat groene huis naast ons.
Mhm.
Vurig full HP. Even kijken of ik via de angle die granaat naar binnen kan gooien.
Op de road, full gear third party.
op mij.
Full gear third party van andere angle. Full gear third party.
Hij loopt op mij.
Ja.
Ah, kids.
Ik hoor hem op mij.
Op jou?
Ja.
Oh ja, ik zie er eentje.
Rood.
In die opening van het rode gebouw. Dit gebouw.
Ik ben gehit. Oh.
Hier staat hij in. Het zijn er twee. Het zijn twee full gear mannetjes. Hij heeft het ook gewoon gecornerpeaked.
Die groene building, hij komt er zo meteen uit. Lopen. Hij is er. Wacht, wie loopt ernaast?
Op mij.
Loop.
Loop nog een mannetje,
Shush. Op mij, hij loopt op mij. Op mij loopt 300. Camp op mij.
Hoe gaan we dit uitspelen?
Nou ja,
Oh, ze zijn aan het fight op mij.
Dat was jij niet.
Nee.
Ik zie eentje op ping, eentje op dit huis, eentje op deze huis. Full geared.
Push out. Ik ben out.
Druk out. Ik wil naar base gaan, even de depot en dan terugkomen. Iemand kan ook via base campen, hè, dat raampje. Wacht even.
Ja, hij schoot bij ook op mij.
Ah, jammer. Oké, prima.
Ik ben nog een
Ja,
keer
2 te 2. Ja, op de rood. Letterlijk op de rood.
Het open hier bij ons.
Ik heb er één geheadshot. Eén is dood.
Waar dan?
Op de rood. Hier letterlijk, op ping.
ping. Ik flank naar de treeline.
Daar exact.
Ja, ik ben dood. Maar ik heb er één geheadshot. Eén is dood.
Ja, ik zie die man. Ook headshot. Ik weet niet of hij dood is.
Waar was het? Ping het.
Mannetje close bij mij.
Rood.
Mannetje close bij mij. Oh.
Bro, wat de f...
Ik ben dood, ik heb geen...
Nee, hij is 1 AP! De jerk is 1 AP, nee! Oh mijn god, die man die staat stil te looten. Ik schiet hem vol door zijn kop heen en het telt gewoon niet. Wat is
Maar
dit?
bro, ik heb die man wel gesmokt, maar helaas.
That was maybe one of the craziest fights I've seen in a while. Honestly, team after team, and we couldn't even depict who was in whose team and who was pulling up just for fun or just because they heard shots. I have no idea who won in the end, but we managed to get back loads of bodies by simply running back and checking all the bodies that we had killed, which most of them weren't even looted. So luckily we ended up coming out on top and not losing as much gear as that we gained. So we won from it. But at the same time, being so close to killing a full jog team, you could feel that we really wanted to win this fight. But unfortunately, not every day is on your side. I was fully aware that with these extra fights and all this action going on in the town, that bases around me were going to get raided. And maybe our base was on the list. After all, we did steal a bunch of jug kits from people that of course don't want their jug kits to be gone. At this point, we had many PvP fights, but I feel like we went crazy in the PvP department, but most fights just didn't have crazy meanings. Like, we were never really able to make sure that these were the same people living next to us, and even though we fought stacked people in the same area, we were never able to confirm it was actually them. And that was kind of a problem, but we fought people after people after people.
Hij schiet.
Ja, dood, ik heb hem dood.
Nice. Heb je
Ik ben dood, ik ben geheadshot. Er nog één.
Is hij dood? Hard gehit. Dood? Is hij dood?
Ja, die andere zit nog ver weg, net. Zag ik hem nou net?
Ja.
Zie je er voor? Hoe is dat geen hit? Kut AR is dit.
Since I had teammates, things had been looking up. I looked at the keycards though that we had, and for the first time, instead of having a normal key, we had a key card in Gwersling, or however you say the village's name. It's a town that's quite known for being busy as it's very central on the map. I decided to go over there with Maze together with the hopes of opening the keycard. However, upon arrival, the keycard room had already been opened, and this happened.
Ik heb geen eten.
Ik mandje.
Holy shit, ik lag zo hard, dat is niet normaal.
2 maar 8 2. Oh, bij de base. Het is een base raid. Base raid denk ik.
Base. Oh, hij heeft gepinkt.
Ja man, er is iets aan de hand op die base. Hey, 2 mannetjes. Ja, wacht. Ze zijn east. East laatst gezien op ping. Flank achter deze building vandaan. Niet heel geared. Eentje dood.
Nice. Ik ga gewoon chill. Ik ga het play maken.
Zijn er volgens mij 2 keer.
Hij schiet op jou of niet?
Ja.
Hier, ping.
Ja, stel hem nog hier denk ik.
Dat is een freshie brood in, want ik heb gekild. Oh shit, keep there.
Dat is een gereden baseball. Headshot nodig.
Fuck, jongen.
Hoe kan dat überhaupt?
Kom ik erin.
Dit is... Guns voor je? Guns. Dit zijn. Die zijn gesoft uit de reet, man. This is where things changed. Because I thought the entire time that we were gonna make it this wipe. That with all the doors that I'd built up, including a tier 2 door, I was gonna survive. And with the help of my friends, we were doing great overall. And this raid just brought us more and extra gear that we had to fill up in our base, and we took over their base so we could control 2 bases at once. But then something very tragic happened. I was offline for 1 day. And the next day that I went on, the other base didn't have enough battery time, so I had to give that base up and take the best loot and leave it. So instead, we went back to just one base, our original base. But that base was also offlined overnight. And the moment that I logged in, I realized that we had not only been offlined, but everything in our base was gone. Like, come on, bro. I mean, that window's gonna be... No, what? Okay, so they got an admin over to change the window up as well. Okay, that's crazy. That's crazy. These dudes full offline. I also didn't log out with anything special, so I think it's GG's, guys. I mean, we had such an interesting run, but I think the Jug clan that we took on, I think they were a little bit pissed, so to say. A little bit pissed because, yeah, well, our base is gone. Our neighbors are gone, the original guys that I raided, so I don't know who else I must have pissed off to offline me like this. Because this is, you know, you have to spend at least a couple of C4 to get in here, and it's not that amazing of the loot compared to how much C4 you have to spend. I think this adventure was definitely a blast. I mean, I definitely had a lot of fun. I will admit, maybe next time I'll actually stick to playing solo, but it won't be on this server because I enjoy playing solo, I do. I just don't enjoy fighting overstacked people and then being the solo. So I'll figure it out. I'll definitely get a full solo video going in the future because, you know, I did kind of change it up halfway through. Forgive me, guys. I'll see you guys next week in the next video. I hope you enjoyed it regardless.